What's going on, guys? It's the Madden Master here today, bringing you a first franchise mode video on my channel, and today we are going to be looking at the top 10 wide receiver trades that you can do in franchise modes. These are some, mostly are realistic trades. Some of them are a bit like bigger and some of them that you wouldn't expect in real life, but most of them are realistic ones, and the fact that they are really kind of cheap to get. Some of them are a bit expensive, but they, at the end of the day, these are really good wide receivers, and giving up third round picks for them at the end of the day is worth it. The first player we're going to look at is Jarvis Landry, and for Jarvis Landry, all I had to give up when I was the Arizona Cardinals was Dion Buchanan and Josh Bynes, average 76 middle linebackers and a third round pick. For Jarvis Landry, I didn't think that was a bad deal. I could go out and trade some other middle linebackers more better than these two, and the third round pick is easy to get backable. The next player I did try trading for was AJ Green, and I was on this trade for ages. It took me half an hour to figure out a way, but eventually I had to trade Marcus Golden and DJ Humphries. Marcus Golden is a very good player, but I also had to give up a second round pick, which was pretty bad. But at the end of the day, 96 overall AJ Green, good height, will go up over players and get it. Is a good person to have on your team. And for a left outside linebacker, 80 overall, especially when I was Arizona and I had rookie Hanson Reddick playing at left outside linebacker to replace him, it's not that bad. But if you didn't want to give away Golden, I'm sure if there was anyone else that Cincinnati were interested in, you could have probably traded him away instead of Marcus Golden if you wanted to keep him. The next player I did try trading for, guys, was Davante Adams. And Davante Adams trade when I was with Kansas City, I know you're thinking it was pretty expensive, but I gave up an 86 overall Spencer Ware. Spencer Ware was in his final year of his contract. I know the cap hit isn't that bad, but so I give away Spencer Ware and I give away Steven Nelson and a second round pick. This one was a bit expensive, guys, but as you know, Kansas City do need a wide receiver, so maybe I could have got away with a third and a fourth, but I only had a second round pick, and I didn't want to give away a fourth, really. So yeah, it was a really interesting one, this one, but it's 4 years, 20 million normally for Spencer Ware's contract. So as you can see, it was accepted for 88 overall, Davante Adams. But bearing in mind, Spencer Ware is on his last year of his contract, and Davante Adams isn't on his last year of contract. Steven Nelson, average cornerback, and a second round pick is also not that bad, to be honest. The next player I did try trading for, guys, was Emmanuel Sanders. This was pretty expensive, but if you do the latest update on Madden, Patrick Mahomes is only a 78 rated quarterback. His stats are below average, to be honest, and I give away him a second round pick and Sharkhandrick West, which is not that bad for a 91 overall Emmanuel Sanders. I know he's a bit old, but for a 78 overall quarterback who does not have superstar development, just normal development, I would just sort of think, well, I can draft a quarterback. So I did end up giving him away to get Emmanuel Sanders. The next player I tried trading for was Larry Fitzgerald, and surprisingly, I didn't think they was going to accept this, so I was just sat here not recording it, and then I had a look. Reggie Radlin, 77 overall. He's not a great linebacker at all. The Chiefs have a couple of middle linebackers you can trade and get easily any better ones than him. Accepted for Larry Fitzgerald. Yes, Larry Fitzgerald is on his final year of his contract, but obviously when you were Kansas City, you needed wide receivers. So yeah, I went out and got Larry Fitzgerald for that is an unbelievably cheap price. The next player I got was Amari Cooper. Again, I wasn't really recording for these next ones, and I should have learnt my lesson after the first one, but if you have a look, I give away a 75 overall strong free safety Antonio Allen, third round and a fourth round pick for an 87 Amari Cooper. It's just that it's unbelievable. I couldn't believe how cheap I was actually getting him. So I was really in shock, and that's when I obviously got him. I was like, God, I thought I was going to have to give up a second. You know, it wasn't one of them relatively easy ones that I was trying to get. It was just a mess around, that one. The next player I'm going to try trading for, guys, is Keenan Allen. So Keenan Allen, when I was with the Colts, was 75, 76, and 73 overalls. That really, to get a 90 overall Keenan Allen, who's only 25 years old, his stats are relatively good. In the end, I did have to swap out R. Kelly for a third round pick, I think it was, in the end, which isn't that bad. I mean, it could have been better, but for a 90 overall wide receiver, and the 3rd round pick 75 and the 76 right tackle and middle linebacker respectively. I thought that was brilliant. They only down a 3rd round pick, which could have got it for a 4th, but in the end I had to send that. Not that bad for a 90 overall wide receiver who's only 25 and has a lot more years in him. The next player I tried trading for was Golden Tate. I did try getting Marvin Jones considering he's younger, but they do respect Marvin Jones at lines a lot more than they do Golden Tate. Obviously the age is a crucial thing. But all I had to give up for this one was Clayton Gevers' 2nd round pick and a 4th round pick, which was not that bad to get an 89 overall Golden Tate, who, as he's rated by the Lions, is a 4-star talented player. With that speed, he might only be good for a couple of years, but then if he stays around the 89 overall, I'm sure you can trade him away and get probably a 2nd and a 4th back. You never know, but I thought this was worth the gamble, trying to get him and trying to get an 89 wide receiver on the Colts. The 9th player I tried trading for, guys, was DeSean Jackson. Now, he has recently moved to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so this may not really be a reasonable one, but it cost me a 3rd round pick, a 5th round pick, and a fullback Will Tuiafua, which I couldn't believe. I was in shock. This is just, I don't think this would happen in real life. As I say, he's moved to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think any of these trades would go through in real life, but this one probably not as much, considering he's only just moved there. So I was a bit surprised when this got accepted, to be honest, guys, but I was looking around at him and Mike Evans and stuff like that. I decided to go for DeSean Jackson because Mike Evans was not possible. The final person I traded for in this video was Michael Thomas, or Mike Thomas. I traded a 3rd round pick, a right outside linebacker, a relatively good one, and a 31-year-old middle linebacker who was no use. The reason I traded away John Simon is because I traded for a better right outside linebacker and I didn't need him, and I thought, why not go out and get a wide receiver that is pretty good. Anyway, guys, if you did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and look out for another top 10 video on this channel. As always, guys, peace out.